Alright, vlog is done now finally. I didn't expect on going by Corey for as long as I did. So then, you know, me and him ended up going to there we go, I filled it in. You know, so then me and him ended up talking for a little while. You know, we got to talking gun wise, you know, about guns and whatever, and which I'm not going to get into too much details with that, you know, and with this, we're talking about knives too. You know, and I was asking him questions, you know, that I've been trying to ask him. Through Messenger, but I know he's, you know, busy with work, so it's, I understand it's hard for him to answer. So I'm thinking, I figured out what I need to get. And I was gonna go. They fixed the light, which is a good thing. So, yeah, it's me and Corey, we got that relationship now that I'm thinking after this truck, if I can, and after this Jeep, I'm gonna pull some ghetto, sketchy, unsafe shit and cross. You know, so then we got to talking about knife stuff and gun stuff and all that. You know, and I was telling him that one of the assistant managers at work, her husband's got an AR that I'd like to shoot, but he's like, well, I got one you can shoot. So there may be a day that we can, that we're gonna go up and Dude didn't even fucking stop. That's a moving violation. You get a ticket for that. Dude, it ain't the 80s. My buddy Brad at one time wanted me to get a mullet. I'm like, dude, it's not the 80s anymore, bro. He's like, come on, do it. I'm like, no. Me and him ended up becoming really good friends, and so I'm gonna go get lunch.